Welcome, traveler, to Class&Cool, where campfires crackle, steel sings, and legends are forged one pull at a time. Tonight, we venture into forgotten ruins, brave, dangerous dungeons, and chase rare loot across wild frontiers. Allies may rise, enemies may awaken, and the next epic story could begin with our very first step. Ready your spells, sharpen your blade. The adventure starts now.
All right, welcome back to day 2 of the Monsters and Memories playtest. Today is December 28th. Or at least maybe the last 30 minutes of December 28th. There's currently a community alpha playtest happening for Monsters and Memories. For those unaware, it's a classically inspired MMORPG being developed by an indie self-funded dev team with no publisher, no GoFundMe, no Kickstarter, just their own blood, sweat, and tears while still balancing their 9-to-5s, working on a passion project similar to the genre of classic EverQuest, classic World of Warcraft, and so forth and so on. So that's the gist of it. Go check it out, monstersandmemories.com. Check out the devs. They stream, yada yada yada. You guys have heard it a million times, so I'm just gonna breeze through it. We're on day 2 of my Wood Elf Druid Dracos in this Wood Elf tree city of Faelindral. We made it to level 7 last night. We bought all our level 8 spells, so we're in good shape to hopefully make it to level 8. Maybe make our journey to a faraway land. Some foreshadowing that may or may not happen, and perchance, maybe, get some new and exciting loot, but we'll see what happens. We're gonna take it nice and easy, so without further ado, let's get into Monsters and Memories on day 2 of this playtest, which, by the way, this playtest is from the 27th of December to the 29th, so you still, if you haven't already, you have time to register an account, download the client. It's completely free. Log in and join in one of the 2 starter cities, either the human city of Night Harbor or the Wood Elf city of Faelindral. So there you have it. All right, so without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty. Looks like the sun is setting. Who knows, we might even get into the same group we did last night. But before we do that, gotta chop some wood, because I do need some wood. Harvesting rich wood pile. You know what? I might not need this wood. Oh, actually I do. I do need this wood. Let me turn on the chat just in case we have any visitors today. Oh, and apparently we do. Classic EverQuest said, oh hello. Oh hello to you too, my friend. Dan Molina and Super Jawa, cheers to both of you. Hope you guys are doing well. It's already getting dark. I was hoping it was going to be daytime, but if I could only be that lucky. Oh, get out of here. Is this guy really trying to mess with me? Okay, well that guy just helped me out. Hopefully he doesn't get himself killed doing that. So what I was thinking about today is obviously in a perfect world I'd say, hey, let's make it to level 8. Let's slot up our level 8 spells so that we have Spirit of Wolf or Spirit of the Wild. That would be really fun, really great, really ideal. But realistically, I'm a bit tired. Last night was super late. And oh snap, look at that. I didn't realize there was reflections in the water. I think they're using the new water stuff. That looks really cool. That's really cool. Anywho, yeah, so I don't know. I was thinking about a couple things, and I really need to fire Beetle Eye, and I never got a chance to complete my level 1 quest. This was like, I don't know, months ago, and it was before Faelindral was fleshed out. I think I clicked on the wrong button, or I handed in the wrong thing, and I glitched the quest, so I ended up fixing it so I can move on to the next stage of the quest, but it wasn't enough to give me my reward. I need a fire Beetle Eye because I can't use one of my spells without it. Long story short, it's got me thinking, you know, I haven't been on a boat before. It'd be nice to go on a boat ride and go see what's up with Night Harbor since I haven't been there for a while. But we'll see. And who knows, maybe I'll get lucky, maybe, no, it doesn't look like I'm going to get lucky here. We're going to do some retail arbitrage really quick. Corroded bronze chain tunic. No, we can't afford that. Tattered cloth belt. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, by the way, hope you guys are doing well tonight. How is everyone? Tattered cloth veil, tattered cloth belt. What else? Tattered cloth veil. How much do I have left? I still have a little bit left. I think that's it. Oh no, this one right here. Oh, one more. Bingo. All right, now we're broke. Classic Everco said they nerfed the rattlesnake skin prices. Oh, really? That's okay. I already found a replacement for that. Not really, but I was hunting some wolves yesterday, and there was some wolf blood. So when we were hunting wolves last night, there was wolf blood that was dropping, and it sells for 80 copper. And it reminded me of the wolf skin, you know? Sorry, not the wolf skin, the snake skin. And how that was like a good value. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense that they're going to balance some of this stuff. Doesn't really bug me that much. But with that said, I mean, for everything they nerf supposedly or balance, I mean, there's so much more content that I know they're going to add to both Night Harbor and Shaded Dunes and Faelindral and all these other places. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of other opportunities, and they're going to have that, by the way. You know, especially once they go into early access, there's going to be, you know, people. Ooh, look at that. There's going to be a lot of people competing for camps and different mobs. And fortunately, they have who he is risking it all. Look at him, up dog. He's risking it all. Look at that brave dude. He looks sick, by the way. What is that? What is he? Oh, snap. What is this? Holy Oh, this is a cleric. Let's say thank you. That's what's up. Thank you kindly. Good, sir. Alright, so back to what we were doing. But thank you for mentioning that classic EverQuest. But yeah, today, I mean, honestly, I feel like just, well, apparently we're not going to make it anywhere. We might make our way to Night Harbor and see what's up over there. But, yeah. What is going on? Hold on, let me just restart the client. I was going to say we're just going to have a chill, relaxing night, but I didn't mean that chill. We got to have some action and adventure after all. I hope everybody's had a great weekend. Hope everyone had a good holiday, a happy and Merry Christmas, and is ready for Monday. It's back to work for me on Monday, at least until New Year's Day. But hopefully for the ones of you that are still on vacation, I hope you're having a good vacation and hope you have a happy New Year. All right, let's see what happens now. All right, we're back in. All right, let's see where this takes us. But yeah, so just gonna take it nice and slow today. Go on an adventure, see what's good in the hood. Try to level up. Let me see who's actually looking for group. Ledger, guild, social, group finder. Looking for group list. Is there a way? Oh, okay. Here you go. Oh, dang, this is all. I didn't know you could do this. Level range 1 to 10, I guess. Interesting. Yeah, I'd never seen this before. Night Harbor, Shaded Dunes. Looking for more list. Evershade Well, Dracos. Oh, did I just do that? Oh. Interesting. Foxstring. Oh, so that's really cool. Group finder. Friends. Oh, Meow is here. Tomb of the Last Wormsbane. Where the heck is that? Oh, and somebody just gave me SOW. Well, we're off to a good start at least. All right, cool beans. We got all that sold. And auction, want to buy Fire Beetle EST. Yeah, that's what Classic EverQuest said. Wormsbane is the dungeon outside of Night Harbor. Yeah, no, but the reason why I said that's weird is because I was in a group with Meow Wow yesterday. Oh, now he's back in Night Harbor. Dang. So he ran all the way to Night Harbor from Faelindral. That's why I was surprised in Classic EverQuest. It was just kind of unexpected. Who all looking for a group? Alright, looks like a lot. Some Greed Strand, level 15. If you're a druid, you get a 5. Yes. True, but the quest glitched at level 1, so I never got my reward. I'm level 7 now and still no eye. Alright, let's see if pity wins them over. So maybe I should go solo some of the wolves really quick. And I'll go get the Fear Animal spell. Take the boat to Night Harbor. Yeah, that's probably what I'll be doing shortly. Alright, so we're gonna stop by the Druid spell salesperson. I don't know why that was so hard for me to get it out. But what I'm thinking is I never bought the lull animal or fear animal spells. I want to see how well they work. So invisibility versus beast, fear beasts. Do I have fear beast? I don't think I do. I have lull beast, but I think that's level 8. No, required level 4. Okay, so lull beast. These are all my level 8 spells. Yeah, I don't have that. So let's do fear beast. Invisibility versus beasts. I don't need that. No, that's it. So maybe I can fear it and then root it. So low, fear, and root. Alright, let's go give it a shot. And then after that, we're going to head out. I'm just going to go ahead and head over to Night Harbor. Alright, yeah, that's probably what I'll be doing today. Where's the boat at? Thanks. It might be cool to get a small group going to forest. Yeah, I'm also curious to know how to get to the boat. Oops. Also curious how to get to the boat. What the heck? Same here. Also curious how to reach the boat. Somebody said lifts are too slow. Don't think I'll be starting here. Does the area get better? It depends on that somebody in the game. I'm tempted to be like, depends on what you mean as get better. Like get better when as you level up in an alpha build, Or will it get better overall as the game comes closer to completion? Obviously, it's going to get better the closer it gets to completion. I'm just trolling. Classic Request said he got the same idea as you and wanted an aquatic adventure, perhaps. Indeed, that's probably what it is. I mean, if it was like for me, this is going to be the last playtest, right? Because tomorrow's Monday, and by the time I get on, they'll probably shut the test down. So I'm treating this as my last night. So I probably won't be grinding it out like I normally would want to. Interesting. All right, let's give my little strategy a test run. We're going to snare pull him first. And then we're going to root, fear. It'd be nice if I had a dot, but I don't. And now we're just going to nuke it. He's blue, so this is technically a huge waste of mana. Oh, did the fear wear off already? Alright, let's see. Goop, goop, goop. What do I want to do? I want to start a quick campfire? Yes. Let's start a campfire right around here where we won't get... Your target is too far away. Oh no. I'm pondering. The gears in my head are turning. Do I group with them for a little bit, or... Let's greet them. Hello, mates. Just a wolf cave. Nice little spot for some grinding, depending on level. Thank you, good sir. Alright, let's see. I don't think I'll be fearing anyone, actually. Oh, there's a wolf right there. Let's see if I screw this up. I've never been inside here, so... Yeah, melee is so much better than wasting mana. I can just heal myself in like 2 seconds and be done with it. Am I rested? Not well rested yet. I'm just curious to see how much XP. But here's what I'll do. I'm gonna gain some XP just so I don't de-level or anything crazy like that. Unless they change that to like level 10. And then after that, I will... I feel well rested. Perfect. And then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and head over to Night Harbor. Oh, that's not bad. That's pretty good XP. Well, there they go. Cool. Yeah, they're just exploring. I was just curious for a second because maybe they were camping there and they went AFK for a second, so you never know. I probably would have joined up with them if I didn't have other plans. Oh, are they sending me a tell? Hey Draco, says Hypto. Oh. Hey Hypto. How are you, my friend? Dang, I haven't seen Hypto in a minute. What level is he now? Who all extol? Oh, he's level 3. Doing good, just enjoying Eminem. Amen to that, brother. Alright, let's go pull another one of these wolves. Little wolfie. And let's hope the alpha doesn't spawn on us. Here, instead of this, let's do lull beast. Oh crap, there's one right there. Alright, let's pull him. Yeah, this would be so much better if I had my fire beetle eye, because that low level dot that you get, it reduces the armor class by 1 and also does like a little bit of damage, so it's definitely worth it for low levels. Well, we'll see. Maybe 15 more minutes and then we're gonna head out. At the very least, we're gonna wait until it's daytime and then head out. Almost want to start a wood elf after watching you. Hypto said, almost want to start a wood elf after watching your stream. Well, it's def pleasant. But I'll probably be heading to Night Harbor soon. At least for a bit. Any plans on your end? Man, even though I got this coffee, man, I'm still tired after last night. I don't think I'm tired after last night. I think I'm tired after today. I had a long Sunday. Curious, what level do I get meditate? Meditation. Oh, I already have meditation. What am I talking about? It shouldn't be that long. All right, while we wait, I'm gonna go refill my coffee and see if that helps me. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Refilled my coffee and hopefully I get some of my energy back. I mean, level 8 is going to be huge for me, man. I really wish I could just grind it out, but realistically, guys, by the time I reach level 8 tonight, I'll barely be able to enjoy my reward of being level 8. I wonder if I should also learn how to bandage myself. Just for the heck of it. Probably a future project. I want to see what's changed in here. So inventory factions. So this is all the faction stuff. Okay, apparently the Fellstone Orcs don't like me. Surprise, surprise. Ledger. This is all of the items I've looted. Nothing new here, but this is still cool. What else? guild. I'm not in a guild. Yeah. Oh, let me add Xtol. Friend Xtol. Xtol said probably going to bed soon. I'm getting really excited for EA. Yeah, me too. Yeah, man. Me too. For both things. Nah, but I'm gonna hang out for a few hours with you guys. I just need to kick it into high gear. I need to find my third wind. I'm gonna kite him around a little bit. Wait, did my snare fade already? It sure did. Goodness. No wolf blood so far. I'm kind of surprised. Alright, who's that? That's just a regular beguiled wolf. We're gonna... nuke him a little bit. Oh, thank goodness it's daytime. Whoa. The ground trembles violently. What the heck is going on? Room for one more at Orc Cave. Tell Fez. Nah, hold on. Let's just wait a minute. Let's see what's up. Oh, actually, tell Fez. Hey there. I got distracted. Now we don't need to snare him. He's dead. He's dead. Okay. Options. Oops. Who all Fez? Tell Fez, do you guys have room for a level 7 druid? Or nah? Do you, hey there, Fez, hello. He's either gonna say too low or they already filled the slot. I'm not sure when they asked for that. Magnificent Destructo is now hardcore level 2. Oh, that's cool that they got that, dude. Filled spot already, sorry. No problem. Thanks. Not gonna lie, the XP is pretty good though. I almost have one bub. Alright, let's see if we can pull this guy without getting any ads. Yep, we just got an ad. Alright, let's see if we can run away without dying. My swimming skill is super low, so let's see if we can... Oh crap. What? There we go. No, 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 no. Oh, crap. All right, there it is. Run away. I wonder how the pathing works. Did they jump off the cliff like I did, or did they just go ahead and run around? Sounds good. Vez said, we'll let you know if we lose someone. Sounds good. All right, we made it back. Slam said, greetings, my friends. Hope all is great. How's the adventure going? Slow and steady. I'm a little bit tired tonight, so I'm just taking it easy. Oh, let me pick up this random thing. What is this random thing? Introduction to tanning. No thanks. No littering either. But yeah, I'm actually about to head out and go on a little boat adventure to Night Harbor. I have no idea where I'm going, but or I have no idea how to get there, but we're gonna find out the hard way. Oh, there you go. The wolves caught up with me. Slow and steady is the way to do it, Slam. Exactly. Tonight is my last night of the playtest, so in a perfect world, what I would be doing right now is I would be trying to work my way up to level 8. I already got my level 8 spells because of last night. We had a very good grind session. And yeah. But just based on the timing of things, I just want to make it over to Night Harbor. And we're going to do some more retail arbitrage before we do that. Any more? There you go. Cloth. What else? What else? What else? Anything? No, not the corroded. There you go. Tattered cloth. I think that's it. Yes. Okay, that's it. So let's go sell that. And then we're going to head on out. How's everything with you, Slam? I saw you were live earlier, having an adventure of your own. Hopefully it went well. I actually mentioned you yesterday, and I'll mention you again today. For those of you that don't know, you gotta wake up. Stop sleeping on Slam. Go check out his YouTube, his Twitch. Makes some really good videos on YouTube, but he also streams Monsters and Memories, amongst other things. But yeah, I saw you had a good stream today, and hopefully you got what you were expecting. What is this guy? Day Galar the Popper. It's a cool looking dagger. I like that. Who are you and what do you do? Hail. Hail, we poppers live a humble life. Unfortunately, it's too late for you to commit to the way. Interesting. I guess that's like one of those level 1 things. Oh, you know what it is? This is the hardcore versus whatever the popper does. So the magnificent something is probably how you select hardcore mode, and the other guy probably does something else. Slam said, thanks, brother. That's really kind of you. No, of course. And by the way, while I'm on that same topic, Classic EverQuest, who's in the chat, he has an awesome YouTube channel too. He also records EverQuest and Monsters and Memories videos. So please, if you're into this kind of content, please go subscribe to him and Slam. They both are amazing. and objectively much better content than this channel. So if you like this channel, then you're gonna 10x like their channels, Classic EverQuest and Slam. So Razman99 said, GG man, looking forward to more M&M. Me too, buddy. Me too, my friend. I'm actually a little sad that we only have today and tomorrow before the end of the playtest, but I have a feeling that they're really going to ramp things up in January. Look, here's the way I look at it. These playtests are great for us, but they're not that great for the devs. Now, that might sound like a hot take, but let me explain. They help the devs enormously, right? It helps with exposure. It helps so they can test various things in the game outside of what they would normally do in the closed alpha testing. However, every single time they do these tests, you know, they're launching up the servers. They have to be active because they need to answer petitions. There's active GMs during these tests, and instead of working on, you know, building the game or fixing the game, they're focused on basically just maintaining the server and making sure everyone's happy, right? That's kind of what happened when they did the November playtest for 10 days. So anyways, I say all that to say, like, as much as I'm grateful for these tests, I totally understand that the most important thing right now is to make it to beta and then make it to early access, you know. But yeah, no, I'm having a blast, man. Razman, selfishly, I wish the test would go on so I can keep playing, but you know, when I think of it logically, I'm like, nah, the devs need to rest. You know, they've got families too. They've got New Year's coming up. They just came off the holidays. And they can't be babysitting us while we play, you know what I mean? So early access is right around the corner, so all of this will be a non-issue soon enough. I really like the Wood Elf scale. Kind of makes me want to play a different class. Bro, what happened to your head? Dang, okay. Okay, looking good there. Alright, do we want to sell anything else? Yeah, I think we're going to sell. Let's go ahead. We're going to head out and we're going to find this boat. Probably get a fresh sow and then go. Sname said, I got a chance to play with Classic for a little bit today on our alts. Just grinding. Yeah. Fun times, man. It'd be nice if I logged in earlier. I'd definitely join you guys. But it's been really busy. Slam said, this is an amazing take. I agree. Yeah, regarding the, you know, the devs and the playtest, like, you know, it's I think there's a disconnect, you know, people like you and me and other people, we like watching the development of these games, but for other people, you know, they just want to play. They don't want to hear about development. They don't want to hear about, you know, the grind of making something like this. And that's understandable too. So I can also see it from the other perspective of, hey, we just want to play the game, you know, spin up these servers as often as you can, keep doing these playtests. And the thing is, I think the devs at M&M have been catering to that audience, and they've been doing these playtests. Like, think about this year, right? Since January, they've done a playtest almost every single month, and they've been like escalating. So I think in January it was like a 3-day playtest, and then there was like a 5-day playtest. I remember earlier in the year I was like, M&M is having their longest playtest ever, like 5 days, which was the truth. It was the longest playtest they ever had. And then they went from 5 to another number, and then finally 10 days is an insane amount of time to do a playtest for. So they're definitely catering to the people that just want to get in and play, and that's really appreciate. I hope. Okay, get off quick, run. Okay, good. thought he was gonna get sent back down. But yeah, anywho. Let's head over to Night Harbor. I like the new water that they're using. I can see that it's the shallow bits are shallow looking, for lack of a better term. Any cell at Noob Lift? All right, let's see if there's any Sal here. Who all Avid? Avid is a druid, right? No, he's level 4. Alright, so I think this is the person you go to do the hardcore. Hail to you, brave soul. Only we, the magnificent few, get to live the hardcore life. To commit, one must have a fresh perspective on the world, and it's too late for you. Okay, so I guess like when you're level 1, you have the choice between hardcore, whatever this person is, and then Priest of Matsuar. What is this? I'm able to retrieve long lost corpses. Oh, okay. This is something that's not going to be around later, but you can summon your corpse if you lose your corpse. Just very kind of them. All right, guys. Let's just head out. I'm not going to sit around and wait for that. So this is the fork in the road. I can either go right or left. I'm gonna go left, and hopefully I don't regret this decision. The goal right now is to make it to the next zone so we can find the boat. Let's go here. Just because there's torches there. Could mean something. Alright, let's find this zone line. For now, I'm going to ask for no spoilers, because I know some of you probably know exactly how to get to the zone line. But I may ask, but for now, let's just do this by trial and error. Okay, so there's some ruins over there, and there's also like a hilltop. Oh, this looks like a zone line. Yep, I think we found it already. Or no, maybe not. It looks like a future zone line, maybe. Oh, no, it is a zone line. Okay, cool. That was quick. Ooh. This is my first time here. Nice. Okay. Well, let's make haste before it gets dark. So what zone are we in? We are in Keeper's Bite. Alright. Red Mantle Escort. It says... Okay, he doesn't hate me, so that's good. The black bear reacts amicably toward you. Okay, but he's red. The wolf reacts amicably. Okay, good. So all of the animals like me. Hopefully that none of these are like rabid. Okay. All right, let's go find the, oh, that's cool. Look at that. So that's like Faelindral from afar. Oh, crap. Indifferent. Okay, he doesn't care about me. Man, that's some pretty cool verticality right there. Let's go look at the, oh, and this is a good time to remind everyone, I've never been to this zone in particular, but I do know for a fact that this is one of the zones that is like under development along with everything else. So this is an alpha. We're not even in beta. So a lot of the things you see are subject to change, whether it's textures, assets, NPCs, pretty much anything you can think of. I really like the new water that they're using, and I love the fact that you can see reflections. That's really cool. Whenever I play EverQuest, that's one of the things I always wanted to like up, because I use like texture packs when I play classic EverQuest. But one thing I always wanted to do was like exchange the water, and I'm really glad that they're using like high resolution, high fidelity, freaking, you know, modern water and all this other stuff. Wood Elf Warden. Nice. You guys are cool with me, right? I'm one of you. Hey, what's up, yo? How goes it? Alright. If I was an evil race, I'd probably camp you guys. But I'm not. Super Chanelli. Super Chanelli. Chanelli. Hi, as an old EQ hardcore French player in 1999/2000, I love Eminem better than Pantheon. I hope the dev will success to polish the content. Nice. Yeah, Eminem is great, man. I'm really enjoying it. Okay, a forest drakeling seethes at you, ready to strike. So, and he's red. I really got to be careful here. So that guy right there is dangerous. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it too. I think they're doing a great job. Look at that windmill. Wait, did I say not a windmill? What do you call those things? Goodness gracious. I don't think the coffee's gonna save me now. But no, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, I've been enjoying Eminem for a few years now. I remember when I first came across it, and it was back when instead of like NPC models, they just had little capsules, basically placeholder capsules. Oh, there's a boat. Oh, I wonder if I can use that to get down. I can. Nice. And is there a button to push? I really hope I can get it to that. Yes, yes, yes. Go, go, go. Dude, I don't want to miss the boat. Look at this. This is so cool. Oh, there's a waterfall and everything. All right, let's go try to reach that boat in time. Jump. Dang, I like this verticality. It's really cool. Quickly, make haste, make haste. Oh my gosh. No, no. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, that's great. That is great. I love it. Well, Alexa, set a timer for 20 minutes. Well, there you have it. That was exhilarating. Oh, look at this water though. Yeah, I might just go for a swim while we wait. Actually, you know what? Perfect timing. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Somebody was asking for my help. So it was kind of perfect timing, but I feel bad leaving you guys hanging. Let me catch up here, because thank you, brother. GG, man. Look, I got a chance to play Classic. Oh my gosh. Super Jawa, both games have their place. Oh yeah, regarding Pantheon, so like I have over 180 hours in Pantheon, I think. I played it when it first released on early access, which I was so upset about that, to be honest with you. Like, when Ashes of Creation got announced that it was going into early access, I was like, that's a bad idea. But from a funding perspective, like, I understood why Pantheon did it. I understand why Ashes of Creation did it. Like, it's really hard to develop these MMOs. Like, I was actually just thinking about that when I was running up here. Like, this is so much freaking work. Like, the amount of work the Monsters and Memories devs have to do to develop all this. And I mean, and this is like still a rough draft. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to touch up the rock textures. They're probably going to touch up like stuff here and there and everywhere. And I mean, they're doing a really good job. And Pantheon, you know, they had to make a lot of changes, and, you know, the legend Brad McQuaid passed away, which, I mean, they pretty much had to shift gears after that, for multiple reasons, not only because of his passing, but because of everything else. But even still, with all that out the way, you know, I was against early access. I'm like, they don't need to launch on Steam. They're going to get review bombed. I was so wrong. Not only did they not get review bombed, when they first launched on Steam, I think they were at 89% positive reviews by day 3, and they held that title for several months. And I had, like I said, I had a lot of fun. I'm not too happy with its current state because I feel like some changes were made. Specifically, like, I'm excited for the changes they're implementing, but every time I log into the game, it just doesn't run right. Like, it's stuttering. So it's more of like a graphical issue that I'm sure they're going to resolve. But yeah, to Super Java's point, Pantheon, Monsters and Memories, Adrenaline Online, Ashes of Creation, I look at these as completely different MMOs. They all are pulling at the classical formula. Even Ashes of Creation claims to be like a modern take on the classic MMO. And in a way it is, like, you know, for example, like, I would say it's like a modern take on Dark Age of Camelot with a little bit of World of Warcraft sprinkled in. Adrenaline Online is like a combination of EverQuest and the quality of life of Pantheon. Pantheon is basically a combination of EverQuest and what's that other game? Vanguard. And then Monsters and Memories is basically EverQuest, as far as I'm concerned. But with inspirations from other MMOs, obviously, like World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy, etc., etc. But if I was to specifically say, hey, I want to graduate from EverQuest, then this is me personally speaking. If my goal is to transition from the lore, the world, the graphics, the universe of EverQuest, and to enter a new world where I feel like I'm going to spend another 20 years there, it would be Monsters and Memories for me. But that doesn't mean that I won't play Pantheon. It doesn't mean I won't play Adrenaline Online. And it doesn't mean I won't poke my head into Ashes of Creation, you know? Super Java said, oh my god, no, I was rooting for you to get on the boat. Oh my gosh, dude. And honestly, I probably should have jumped off the lift sooner, but it was my first time here in the zone, so, you know. Hey man, I mean, I guess the good news is we get to watch the sunset. Let me see if I can get to a better vantage point. Now, this is dope, though. Hold on, let's see if I can make it up here. I don't even know how to jump on. It should stop, right? Okay, yeah. Cool. Now, what would be terrible if I fell off this lift? Oh, wait, there's a boat right there. There it is. Hold on. I think that's the boat. It sure is. Dang, I love that. Super Chanel said, we don't need better graphics. The DA is nice. We need big dungeon raid plan. I mean, I think we can have both. You know, as far like good, what's your definition of good graphics? I guess I should say, like, my definition of good graphics is a nice skybox, right? Like clouds and stars and sun, quality water, right? Like both of those are pretty easy to achieve with modern technology. High resolution textures, which is basically like, hey, it's like when you open up Photoshop, for example, and you make a picture, don't start off with a low resolution, start off at a high resolution, right? So you can always scale it down, but it's a lot harder to scale it up afterwards. Now, as far as art style, low poly, yeah, 100%. I like this art style, but I don't think art style and graphics is the same thing. You know, art style is, you know, high poly, mid poly, low poly, hyper realism, low realism. You know, this specific art style I really enjoy. You know, Evercraft or Adrenaline Line is another example. It's using a modern engine, but it's got that kind of like Minecraft voxel pixel based art style, but it still has like a really nice skybox. It has nice water effects, you know, it has spell effects, you know, though that's what I see as graphics, you know, and I think the graphics are really nice when it comes to that. But yeah, I do agree. I mean, dungeons, raids, and all that other stuff is good. But for me, the most important thing is I just want the world to feel alive, you know? I'm not really big. Me personally, I don't really raid. And sure, I'll go to dungeons sometimes, but for me, it's more of like, give me a world where I can explore, where I can feel like it's alive. And that even when I log off, it continues with or without me. But I can come back at any time and kind of resume my adventure at my own pace, you know? Really glad that this boat is here. Hilibo75 said the boat takes a while to come, and once you can first see it, I think it goes to the dock on the right side. Okay. So thanks for the heads up. We just missed the boat. I think, I'm not sure if you were here for it, but that was fun. Yeah, like I love this skybox. It looks amazing. Classic EverQuest said that's a good way to put it. Private 9207 said def, good stuff. I'm really happy that we made it to, ooh, look at that. The moon. Good stuff. See, there you go. That's kind of like my definition of good graphics, you know. You You got this mist coming over the mountains. You got the shadows on the mast of the ship. You got this 3 different moons, and each one has their own rotation. And you got this amazing looking skybox constellation with clouds that are going over the ocean with nice reflections on the water. You know, that's my definition of good graphics. As far as art style, love this art style. If you want the full boat ride, just warning that it takes at least 45 minutes to get to Night Harbor. Well, looks like we're going to be on this boat for 45 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, because that's where we're headed. This is going to be my first time on the boat as well. Oh, can we go inside here? Oh, they need to build like a bar or something in here. Yeah, that's super cool. If you want the full, Hillabos said it swings out so wide, or did the last time I took it to town from Elflands. If you want the experience, enjoy. You will see a lot of islands and mobs from a distance. If not, I can portal you to Night Harbor in just a couple of minutes, lol. Nah, I think well, first of all, thank you. I appreciate that, but I'm just gonna enjoy the ride for now. I still have the time, and I do kind of want to experience it. You know, I used to love my trips over Ocean of Tears. You know, when we used to go out and head over to Butcher Block from Kellethan, wait for the boat, and I used to do the same thing. You know, I would look at all the different islands and mobs, and I would think to myself that, you know, one day when I'm at higher level, I'm gonna go see what those Cyclopses are about, or what that Scepter is about, you know, Spectra, Scepter, whatever. Alexa, stop it. Okay, so I thought it was gonna be 20 minutes, but the boat was here in like less than that, like 15 minutes. Maybe it's 24 minutes counting the time that it has to stop. I don't know. Definitely a chill vibe though. Illibos said, I figured you would want to see. Also at night it's going to look really cool and be nostalgic compared to old EQ boat rides. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Classic EverQuest said, I called out of work tomorrow so I could stay up and watch your stream. You better shut the heck up, dude. I'm gonna call your employer right now. I'm gonna call your employer right now and tell him what you just said. Don't you dare. If anyone should call out though, it's me, because I've got to be... Oh my gosh, I don't even want to talk about it. It's gonna be a fun Monday morning for me. Hillabo said, busted. Private said, my side is hurting laughing. Oh man. Yeah, this boat gotta hurry up. Come on. You couldn't wait for me the last time, and now you're over here taking forever. Watch it like roll away right now. That would be, or oh, hold on, let's try that. Oh, they should make this spin. Classic EverQuest said I had 19 sick hours left and they expire on the 31st. Oh, actually, good point. I gotta check on that. Well, it's too late now, but my manager said the same thing to me. He's like, you need to take some I think it was vacation time. He's like, you need to take some PTO or vacation because you have so many hours that it won't roll over because you're already capped. I haven't taken a vacation this whole year. So there's sick days, personal days, and vacation days. So yeah, I don't remember. I was capped on something, and basically he told me, he's like, you need to take some time off. So I took like 3 days off. He's like, that's it. I'm like, oh, there you go. Are you happy now? And the funny thing is, they weren't even consecutive days off. It was like, I'm going to take off this Friday, and then this next Friday, and then this other Friday, so I can have some 3-day weekends. But, yeah. But that's a smart move. Yeah, what Hillabos said, I call that a good investment then. 100% classic. I think taking off to enjoy the... What time does the playtest end tomorrow, now that I'm thinking about it? Let me go on my Discord. Where do I have it? So the playtest ends Monday, December 29th at 1 p.m. Eastern. So yeah. Oh, Fez. It's kind of late for that, Fez. Thank you, Fez. Oops. Thank you, Fez. But I'm on the way to Night Harbor. Well, at least that was kind of them. Alright, goodbye, Faelindral. Looks like there's a little flame up there or something in the tree. Probably a wood elf lookout. Now guys, just so you know, I'm notorious for falling off these boats. So if you see me doing something crazy like jumping on the edge like this, feel free to call me out and tell me I'm crazy and to stop. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, that was too close. Oh, that's sick though. Well, that was very pretty. Oh, snap. Look. Oh. You could see all the lights from the Tree City. Or it looked like, maybe that wasn't the Tree City, but that was the other city. No, it had to be the Tree City. Hold on, let me see if I can catch that angle again. For a second, you could see all the lights glowing. I'm also a big fan of like extremely long, what do you call it? Hold on, let me read this. H13. Hillabo said, dude, why are you tempting the fall off the boat fates? Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm a troubled child. What can I say? I'm private. Said, age 13, my buddy down the street went linked dead on the boat ride from Kelton to Freeport, logged back in and drowned, then quit over a week. For over a week, I would have done the same thing. I would have done the exact same thing in EverQuest. That's... I really hope that when they go into like early access and even like 1.0 launch, they just go ham on the view distance. I'm a big fan of that. Oh, look at that fountain over there. Waterfall, I mean. I think I've been here before. I think this is like where there's a little pirate village. There's some kind of light tower over there. What's over here on this side? Oh, there's another campfire or something over here. Private said, had to talk him back into joining finally and help him re-gear. Good times. Yeah, man, those are good times. Some of the best memories, man. I look forward to the adventures and misadventures that we're going to have on this boat. And all the stories we'll be able to tell. Killabo said, I think all the boat needs is a little bit more water sounds, maybe 3 to 4 different sounds that run 4 or 5-ish minutes. Yeah, I noticed immediately that there's like the crackling noise, which I think is nice. That was like a pleasant surprise. But I'm sure Robert is going to work on some other stuff too. I mean, and honestly, when it comes to like boat sounds and stuff like that, I feel like Robert shouldn't even waste his time on that. They should outsource that. Basically, just hand it off to, like once they go into early access and they get some funding, just pay somebody to do it, you know what I mean? All those like little mechanical noises or gears or boats or what, you know, whatever it might be. Robert already has his hands full. Okay, so look at that. There's like another encampment over here. Illabo said, oh wait, they kicked it in when you zone. Perfect. Yeah, the Wood Elf City lights, they all kicked in. And honestly, that's kind of how I want it. Like, I hope that when the view distances, like, see this right here? This is amazing. You know what I mean? I hope the same thing for the Wood Elf City. Like, if you can look from here, well, this is too far, but you see how you can still see this building here? I'm excited to see the Wood Elf Forest from here too. Alright, so this, dude, there's so many places to hunt. This is great. There's a little island there. Private said, curious how long it takes to swim, not tempting you to jump in. Well, actually, I can tell you it takes a really long time because I think I swam to either this place. Oh, look, there's another boat. I got my swimming up pretty high. It was on my Bard. You'd have to go back and rewatch the Bard streams, but I did just that. I instead of using the boat, I swam across the ocean. It's crazy. And I think I got stuck on this island and I died. That's a sick screenshot. Oh no, actually I've never been to this island right here. Dude, this looks so freaking cool. And like, I love how the graphics just hit, man. Like, you know, we were talking about graphics earlier, and like with the lighting and I don't know, man. This is kind of like what I pictured EverQuest looked like when I was a kid. And now, you know, and this is kind of how like I would want a remastered EverQuest to look. Basically like same low poly art style, because I don't want it to lose that feeling. But just with like modern lighting, modern sky, modern water, modern everything, you know what I mean? Well, let's, how are we gonna do this? Probably crop myself out of that. This is so cool. Hillabo said the waterfall you were looking at, you can also see it from the shore way far off on the other side of it, way down the beach in the direction you are headed in this zone. That's really cool. Landing guard. What are the would you like to die? No, I don't want to die. Uneasy. Okay, so he's not gonna kill on sight. That's good. What do you look like? Are you wearing plate? Do I not have a torch? I do. What do you look like? Should I get off the boat to look at you? Okay, cool. You're wearing all plate armor. This whole time I didn't know I had a torch on me. Another screenshot there. Another screenshot there. Ooh, here we go. Right here. Boom. That's another screenshot. And one more. Oh, look, there's elementals on the bottom right over there. That's so tight. Private said, I have to get myself logged in sometime before the playtest ends. This is excellent. It is, man. This is just so much freaking... This game is a vibe. That's what it is. That's kind of what I like about it. I could be doing absolutely nothing and just having a good time. I'm not in a rush. And you know what it does too? It gives me time to kind of like plan what I'm going to do when I get to my destination. Ooh, did you guys see that? Hold on, something just clipped in. Oh, right here. See that castle in the distance? That's that green castle. And then Night Harbor is probably somewhere over there. That's tight. Where's the moon? Ooh, look at that. Even that's a screenshot right there. Hold on, let me get the torch out. Oh, what's this? It's wild just how being the vibe is really about. Oh, oops. Hillabo said to Private, hey, holler at Nobilis if you need a ride tonight to or from Night Harbor. I'm going to log in here shortly to help noobs or folks that want to travel a little. So wait a minute, are you saying that you can already port people? Atari, DC, the vibe is what really appeals to me. 100%, same here. Oops. That's honestly what I don't like about a lot of modern MMOs is I feel like there's just no vibe. Like, they have amazing graphics, they have all the mechanics, they have all the raids, they have all the mobs, and they have everything, dude. There's just all the things that we could dream of when we were kids, like hyper-realistic graphics, like, it's all there, it's all available. Whether it's by a Western developer or an Eastern developer, you can almost get any flavor MMO catered to you. But what I don't get is I don't feel like I'm part of the world, and I don't feel like I don't know, I don't feel like I belong. I feel like I'm playing a video game basically when I play a lot of these modern MMOs, you know. And maybe that's by design, so I'm not knocking it, but it's not what I'm looking for in an MMO. What I'm looking for in an MMO is like when I can just like sit here and talk to some friend of mine or a random person in game while I'm waiting for the boat ride, and then think about the meaning of life. Nah, I'm just kidding. So yeah, I agree with you, Atari. Good to see you, by the way. Classic EverQuest said, yeah, it's wild how just being in the world is enough. Hillabus said, yeah, CNC. That's what the devs have talked about so much. They don't want it to just be level grinding and getting best in slot gear 24/7. They want the game to be an experience and feel like a lived-in world, and there's no wrong way to explore and progress through it. And that's exactly it, you know. And I've heard Sean talk about it, and when it comes to Sean, like I can really relate to his playstyle. I've heard him say this many times, but he's like, sometimes, this is him talking, and I'm paraphrasing, but he'll be like, sometimes I just want to come home after a long day of work and just log in and run around, maybe kill some mobs or go fishing or just run some errands in game and just kind of like exist in the world, you know. And I'm the same way, you know. Like, for example, let's say my goal is to get to Night Harbor, and I might say, you know what, I'm gonna log in tonight literally just so I can get on the boat ride, get myself to Night Harbor so I can log in the morning and have a long 6-hour session, you know. I used to do that with EverQuest all the time. I would be like, all right, so I only have 45 minutes, so I'm gonna use this time to take the boat from Freeport back to Butcher Block, and then I'll bind myself, you know, and then I'll continue where I left off in the morning. So yeah, no, Sean is on point. Hillabos said, yeah, you can port groups, and there are some gate spells for where you can take yourself like glass flats, like glass flats, the elf lands, and back to Night Harbor for portal spells are what I have access to at level 27. Holy cannoli. Level 27 is wild. Hello, my name Ernie. I appreciate Hillabos you shouting yourself out like that, so thank you for helping people, you know. I think that's what makes the community so great is, oh my goodness. That is freaking ominous, dude. That is freaky, dude. And you know, this is what I'm talking about, like progression, right? And I think there's giants over here. This, like when you're low level, you look at people with nice gear and you say, dang, one day I want to look like that dude, right? Or you see these like castles and you're like, dang, one day I want to go explore that castle, right? And it gives you like a sense of like a vision for your journey, kind of like goal setting, right? You might even be like, I want to go to where that fire is and I want to see what's over there. And the game rewards you for the exploration because you might want to go there, but you might be one of the only few people that want to go there because everyone's focused on the green tower because it's the first thing they focus on. Oh, there's a guy right there in the water. You might be the first to experience something just because everyone's drawn to the green tower, but unbeknownst to them, if you would just go to this little island, you can find like a secret cave with some crazy loot or maybe just a nice grind spot that nobody else thought of, right? It's just, I used to do that with the EQ all the time, you know, basically take the path less traveled. And when a game lets you have that freedom, I really appreciate it. Oh, I love this song. And this is one of my favorite songs in Monsters and Memories, guys, so I'm gonna try not to talk over it too much. Robert Engstrand is a legend for this one. Hilabo said level 27 is my only high character. I only have to have been playing the wizard 3 to 4 playtests now. Nice. Classic said just to look at it. He said earlier it's wild how just being in the world is enough just to look at it. Hilabo said that floating tower, I've hunted mid-20s orcs and mobs by there. I didn't realize you can see you can see it all the way over there. It's a crazy area. It is filled with gloom and gives reduced vision resist. That's crazy. Classic said the zones are so massive in this game. Yeah, dude, they really are. It's crazy. Like, there's probably enough content in that little part of the ocean where we just went to basically like level to 60 if somebody wanted to. Look at that vast empty ocean. Looks like the sun is about to rise. This is so cool, man. I'm so excited that we're just in time for the sunrise. The zones are so massive and no! No. You gotta be kidding me. What happened? Oh god, I'm just gonna stand still. Hopefully whatever's happening right now stops happening. No. No. Oh my gosh. No. Why would you do that, boat? You are a buzzkill. Oh my gosh, that was a crazy freaking buzzkill. Look at the city from here. No, you need to let me back in. You're unbelievable. And with the sunset and everything, the sunrise, I mean. Oh, look at the way Night Harbor looks, though. Okay, well, at least we're gonna get our swimming up. All right, come on. We got this. No, get back here. You are so ridiculous. Okay, fine. At least we'll get a good screenshot. No, you know what? I did that on purpose. I just wanted to get this screenshot. That's an epic shot right there. Dude, I love the way Night Harbor looks from here. And you see the aqueducts over here as well. Hold on, rule of thirds. Here we go. Rule of thirds. And a little lower. No, right there. Boom. Dang, that's a nice shot right there. All right. Well, I think the best thing for us to do, since my swimming is so low, is let's well, let me catch up here. Have you been these zones are so massive. Have you been to Glass Flats at all? It is the zone north past the huge mining camp out from the north gate of Night Harbor. Illibos asked, yes, I have been in Glass Flats. There are huge crystal structures, giant beetles and coyote things, and crazy high level 35 plus underwater tower, as well as other high level mobs off in the nooks and crannies of the canyons. Yeah, it's definitely a crazy looking zone. I mean, crazy cool looking zone, you know what I mean? Look, you can see the statue from here and everything. Yeah, I'm okay with the fact that we just we got knocked off, because honestly, I want to get a fire beetle eye. You know, that's part of the goal. You know, got to turn a negative into a positive. I'm actually excited for like the underwater stuff that they're gonna come up with. These draw distances are phenomenal. This is the kind of stuff I wish more games did. Like, you just make like a faded version of it. And honestly, I've seen whenever they have like a sandstorm or the sunrise, sometimes there's like a morning mist and it changes how far you can see, you know? So, yeah, man, they be doing some crazy stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna come back for this, because still want a group. We're at Ore Cave. Thank you, Fez, but I'm on the way to Night Harbor. Okay, good luck. No worries. Thanks. Group listing location has been updated to shaded dunes. Oh, am I still doing this? Group finder, update listing, delist group. Yeah. Hillabo said, no, Element, I don't think there's a way to get back on from the water. Yeah, that's true. Or the back of it. Go to the back, yeah. I saw the back of the boat, like there's the rudder. I think you maybe can climb on top of it, but I don't know. It was worth a shot. I know that there's a bandit camp here, so I don't think it's a good idea for me to come smuggler camp. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to run past them. I might as well swim over here. Oh, at least Dracos is enjoying himself. Just casually going on a swim. And honestly, let me see my, my skill. Swimming is at 16. Okay, so at least we can play the number go up game. Oh, you see that too? You see how the waves are different over there? Like right over there. One thing that I think I heard Sean talking about, and this was like a long time ago, so maybe they've talked about this more recently, how the oceans will vary, you know what I mean? Like there's going to be rough water, there's going to be calm water and monsters in the water. And Nick said something intriguing. He said, when it comes to sea travel, like there's going to be expeditions, you know, when you go with a large group and you go to kill like some high level raid stuff. But here's what struck me, and I don't know if anyone caught this, but he's like, think Valheim, right? And I was like, yeah, Valheim, you know, you get on a ship and then you go to the high level areas. But what if he means that the actual water will be treacherous, so that when you build your ship with your guild mates or your group mates and you're like level 15, you gather all your stuff, what if he means that not only will the destination be high level, but the water itself will be a threat, and you're gonna have to like navigate the water, the rough seas, because that's how it is in Valheim. In Valheim, your boat can take damage from NPCs, and I think from the weather too. Maybe I'm not remembering that part right. I played a lot of Valheim, but I'm not sure if I'm right about that part. But I think that would be really cool if they layered that in, you know? And I'm sure they can do it with the Unity engine, you know? Like create if this then that circumstances. Wow, those waves look fantastic. Yeah, they're constantly tweaking the water, so they've been updating it over the past few playtests. I've noticed that it keeps changing. So in Unity, they just upgraded to the latest Unity water. I forgot which water asset they use, but it just got upgraded, and now they're in the tweaking phase. So what you're seeing right now is, I think they're using the latest models, but it's currently in the tweaking phase. So they're like adjusting the color, the depth, like all this other stuff. So the waves, etc., etc. And it should look pretty cool from underwater too. See how you can see everything come into. Wait. All right, let's see if these what. Oops. Wait, I better not drown. All right, let's ride the waves. We're floating. Yeah, these waves definitely look cool. Oh, we made it. Nice. Oh, this water looks so cozy. See what I mean? So they're like tweaking all this water right here to get it like just right. So the foam looks cool, etc., etc. That's tight. Screenshot. We've had some pretty cool screenshot worthy moments though. This is great. Definitely worth it. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, there's a lot of people here. There's a group right here. Looks like they're yellow to me. Should I ask them if they need another person? You know what? Here, let's go talk to him really quick. Hi there. Oops. Hi there. Guys need a healer? Level 7 Druid low. Probably not. We'll see what they say. We'll see what they say. Yeah, that's so cool. You got like the big waves here and then the water calms down. Okay, let's keep going. We're remember why we came here. So we want to find a fire beetle eye because I can't use my spell until I get that fire beetle eye, man. I gotta chop some trees real quick. Get a campfire going in a little bit. I think, yeah, smuggler. What is he, yellow? Oh, he's blue. Okay, I can take him if he attacks me. Or I'll just run to those guys and ask for help. Okay. This is risky, but I'm gonna go for it. Okay, got it. Alright, I think that's enough wood. I think I already read that. Libo said that, wow, those waves look fantastic. Ooh, look at that. There's so much like potential here, you know what I mean? With that looks so cool. Yeah, 1.0 is going to be sick. Like when they finally launch, it's going to be incredible. But even in the state that it's in, like when they launch early access, I mean, there's enough eye candy for this art style and the modern engine to just provide a very satisfying experience. Alright, let's switch our weapons. Now the big question is, when we get to our destination, are we gonna bind in Night Harbor? Excuse me, are we gonna bind in Night Harbor, or are we gonna go ahead and all of these are red to me, he's yellow to me. Are we gonna bind in Night Harbor, or are we gonna just go ahead and stay in the Elf City? Oh, look at that Oasis of Mar vibes. Another screenshot. I gotta be very careful here. Alright, so there's a fire beetle where I just saw one way over there. I think we should head to safety right now. Let's head over to Night Harbor. We've had a rigorous adventure trying to get over here. So let's make it to our destination. We're gonna bind ourselves at the city so that if anything does happen, we don't teleport all the way back to Faelindral. Let's get our fire beetle eye, and then from there we're gonna see where the rest of the night takes us. Looks like there's a group over here. Looks like a full group. Oh, sorry guys. Let me fix this. I gotta remember to do this. Much better. Yeah, I'm sorry if that was washed out for you guys. I had it turned up because it was nighttime, and I want to make sure you guys can see everything. Okay, there's a fire beetle, a giant... Okay, this is risky, but we have enough mana. Screw it, you only live once. Let's go for it. Oh crap, I can't see him. Oh, there you go. Let's snare him one more time. All right, let's finish him off. Yes, we got a giant fire beetle eye. All right. Mission accomplished. Let's memorize the spell that we need. Burning Embers. So let's do... There we go. Perfect. Nice. Okay. Sweet. Heck yeah, dude. Can I put that in ammo? Okay, sweet deal. Hillabo said, yeah, you need to bind in Night Harbor. You can do it just inside the zone once you first get in town. Yeah, you're right. You are right. A Dune's madman. He's red and ready to attack. Nice. What was it? Isn't that what's his face? Nobilis? Hold on. I'm just gonna accept it really quick. Hey there. Level 27. I'm looking. Oh, that's Nobilis. That's Hylabos. Hey, brother. I was actually just going to memorize Soulbind. So I'm going to head over to the bank and I'll probably bind myself there. That's one of the perks of being a druid. So this is what a level 27 gnome wizard looks like. Look at this. That looks nice. Looking good. Look at that book. Dang, that's attention to detail right there. Awesome. Yeah, that name looked familiar. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, that's cool. Well, thank you, Hillabos. I appreciate you. And by the way, congrats on 27. That's a major accomplishment. So this is the first time I've been in Night Harbor for a while, and I noticed that those towers up there are red now. It kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier about how like they're constantly upgrading and changing textures and other stuff, and the dome was recently upgraded to look like that. And that's really, this is crazy. This is going to be my first time in Night Harbor since these textures have been updated. This looks really cool. As soon as you join a car, or you can do it at the bank, etc. Of course. Yeah, I'll just bind myself there. But honestly, now I'm really thinking about it. I want to stay here. We're gonna stay in Night Harbor, guys. It's been a while since I've been to Night Harbor. I'm gonna bind myself here. I want to do some exploration, even if it's not at this during this playtest, but the next one. I definitely want to see what happens, or what's new, I should say. It's getting a little late. Unfortunately, we don't have an infinite amount of time left on this playtest. Oh my gosh, look at all those crocodiles. Look at all that trash. You guys mind if I clean up the loot for ya? Just passing through. They're probably distracted. I'll give them 15 more seconds to respond and then I'm gonna head out. Doopy 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 dee doopy doo 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 doo. Yeah, I've camped these crocs a lot, man. It's definitely good XP at this level. Whoa, what is that? A wasp companion? I've never seen that before. Alright, let's just head out. I'm not gonna bother them. Dang, there's like so many new things. I don't even, like, since, when was the last time I did a playtest? It was like November. And I don't remember any of this stuff. They've got like these new wasp companion, and I saw like another type of like spider companion. And I'm not sure if that's like the summoner, like their new pets, or it's the Beastmaster, Beastlord, whatever you call them. Or maybe it's not even that. Maybe it's the other thing. What do you call it? Oh man, my brain isn't functioning. Taming. Animal taming. I thought they were implementing animal taming, but I could be wrong. You know, and I must admit, through all the time I've played Monsters and Memories, I'd say like it's been like 80% solo and 20% grouping. Whoa, that looks nice. They added blue accents here. This is purple or blue. That looks tight. Yeah, the time I've spent leveling, a lot of it has been solo, but the grouping has been incredible, and the solo has been incredible. So like in general, I love the fact that they give you the freedom to kind of just like do your own thing. Okay, cool. We are bound. And give me a second, guys. I'm going to restart the client. I just want to make sure slash gotta restart the client because I think I got a data leak or memory leak, whatever it's called. This should only take a minute. So it's 1:45 Eastern my time. I think I might do, we've been on here for about 2 hours. I'm going to try to squeeze out maybe 30 more minutes if there's something worth exploring, because we are in Night Harbor and we haven't been here. But I'm not going to go like the full 4 hours we did last night just for the sake of my sanity. So we can make sure we go to work on time tomorrow. We don't want no problems. Ooh, look at this guy's shield, dude. they're putting in the work, and this is new too. Hillabo said, haha, yeah, how to make sure you stayed safe. Nah, I appreciate it. I definitely love the community. Reminds me of all the cool people I met back in the day, playing EverQuest, you know? Like the atmosphere of Monsters and Memories like breeds that camaraderie and whatnot. It's really awesome to see. All right, let's see how many people are in this zone. 147 people. That's kind of crazy. Open mud window. All right, we're just going to explore around the city for a bit. All of these houses are for sale. Oh, this guy already bought a house. Look at that. Tranquil house. Oh, and it's open. Cool. Sweet deal. Classic said, yeah, that looks super cool. Peeps got some gears at this point. Dang. Dang, that looks so much better. It's crazy how you can like notice the smallest differences after looking at this city so many times. And what a big difference those little changes make, like even the accent here and the purple magenta, or whatever you want to call it. All right. So now that we have the fire beetle eye, and now that we're bound in Night Harbor, I think we're going to go to Shaded Dunes, or actually let me stop by the Druid really quick. There's some folks playing from Alpha who are level 50, multiple characters even. Yeah, I've heard. I mean, there's definitely an audience here. I mean, obviously with any MMO, there's going to be players that their one goal is to be like world first to get to level 50, or, you know, that's like end game for them. That's when the game starts. I know a lot of other players, they're just trying to test the game. Like in the closed alpha, there's people that are level 50 because they're genuinely testing the game. And honestly, it's like to each his own. Like, that's totally cool. I think I've only had like I think actually my Project 1999 EverQuest Druid, he's level 57. And I think that's the highest level character I've ever had in my EverQuest career. Let me see if this guy will give me any quests. Roland Talmula straightens up. Welcome to the circle of scarce rain. I am Roland Tamula, master of the... Please browse my scrolls. Okay, so you're not going to give me any. Alright. That's what I thought. No worries, no worries. Actually, we're just gonna go up the stairs over here. It's getting dark again. Oh, you know what? No. Sorry, there's so many choices. I'm thinking, should I go here? Should I go there? I was thinking maybe we should go to the dungeon. But I don't know if I'll have enough time, to be honest. Hillabo said, it's super crazy. They've been playing every day for weeks, testing so much stuff. No, yeah, definitely hats off to those people. You know, because how else are we going to know, you know, what the progression is like, what glitches and whatever else might be going on, you know? I see they upgraded this tower. That's new. So they're starting to work on those domes. Looks like they added the accent to all of these buildings. I think this is a new texture too. This is like a sand hut. Yeah, this is new. This is a new texture for sure. Haven't seen that before. This I think has always been there, but this accent is new. This I can tell is they haven't changed it. This is still a work in progress. But it's good. I'm sure it's gonna look really cool when it's done. Loader. Yeah, definitely appreciate the attention to detail though. Alright, all of these are green. I'm just gonna smack you. Give me your loot. Alright, so Jackal, you're probably green. Ashira, Warrior, you're blue. Uh-oh. I don't know, if he was running away from them, he should have just ran to the guards right there. It's so weird. Let's try out my new spell, even though it's not new. My level 1 spell. Ignite your target with burning embers, dealing 1 fire damage every 6 seconds and decreasing their armor class by 1 for 1 minute. Yeah, I love this spell. Honestly, like, even the 1 AC reduction just makes a really good difference when you're in battle. As far as, like, being able to hit your mobs. So, it's appreciated. What are you doing? You crazy. Okay, so, okay, there's a camp over here. Let me see. Are these still blue to me? Let's go talk to these folks. See if they want me as part of their clique. Ilabo said the textures and characters / mobs are coming together, especially the work on buildings. Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, I can personally testify that since the very first time I logged in, and I basically would say, like, here's what I used to say when I first logged in. I'm like, obviously they're gonna upgrade this, obviously they're gonna upgrade that, but they've proved me right time and time again, because like I said, every single time I log on, I notice that something has changed, something has improved. So it just doesn't make sense. Like I've heard some naysayers be like, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. It's like these textures look dated. It's like they're placeholders. Like what are you talking about? I don't know why it's so difficult for some people to understand. Hey there, you guys want one more? I might be too high for them. I mean, then again, like we could pull like 4 or 5 of them at a time and I could just heal. Might as well just warm up by the campfire. I really need wood for a campfire. Do I have wood? Yes, I do. Okay. Oh yeah, oops. Alright, let's swim across here. I have a little place I go when things get crowded. Put the blindfolds on so that you guys don't know where I'm going. It's a secret. It's so dark and cold down here. Said Aboleth. Yeah, actually I will turn this up for the love of the stream, because I know it's hard for you guys to see. And Hillibos, you know, the other thing is like, because of the low poly art style, when stuff is like missing as far as graphics, it's a lot more forgivable. But I feel like when you have a game, I'm not going to use any specific games as examples, but let's say like they're going for like a higher fidelity type of art style. It's very jarring when they miss the mark. You know, like when it's a low poly game, you're just like, oh, like everything kind of just like blends together anyways. You know, and you can kind of like use your imagination, unless it's something like completely out there. Or when you're looking like a high fidelity game, and the expectation that everything is supposed to have realism, it's like you better actually hit the mark on everything, because if something is left out, like a low res texture or some like white boxing or something like that, like it stands out like a sore thumb. But with this kind of art style, it's a lot more forgivable, you know. So out of all the different MMOs I've played that are in development, this one has been the least, how do I say this, like even in the areas that I know are empty, it hasn't been as jarring for me to kind of just like play in the world and whatever, versus some of the other games where like the lack of something, I mean, borderline made me feel uncomfortable, like, ugh, I think I'm gonna come back to this game later when they fix this type of vibe, you know. Here, just the gameplay alone has kept me going, and the graphics, like I don't have any kind of like qualm issue, you know, with it. So it's been a very enjoyable experience. Again, I know it's gonna get much better, and you know, you can say all that, but just saying, personally, I'm a happy camper. Dude, how deep is this? Let's not drown. Ooh, that's pretty. Alright. At least our swimming is up to 21 now. Hillabo said you're absolutely right about that. And for me, it's more about gameplay, classes, and community way more than how realistic does the game look. How perfect is it? Dev interaction is huge too. Yeah, the devs are the best devs in the world. I mean, because they're not really devs, they're just people. You know? Sean, Nick, Goblin, Zook, and Nicodemus, like, all these people, they're cool people first and they're devs second. Like, I just really enjoy them from like a human perspective. Like, forget Eminem. Like, these are people that, like, I wouldn't get annoyed with in public. You know? What the heck? You're too far away. I'm not far away. Alright. We're gonna camp over here. Plus, we got a good view from here. We got our own private camp and we got a really nice view too. Compared to all the other places, this is my favorite spot. Wait, am I not taking damage? Where's my... Okay, I was like, why is my health bar still full? What else I was going to respond to something else you were saying. And the other thing about this graphics art style is it's timeless. Like 20 years from now, it's still going to be enjoyable. It's going to age beautifully. It is going to age nicely. Alright, I'll be right back. Make sure nobody kills me. Alrighty, I'm back. Oh, sorry, I'm on mute. Don't worry, I didn't say anything. That was totally intentional. I did grab myself a snack though. I thought I snared him. Oops, wrong spell. Alright, I gotta do this, sorry. Yeah, unfortunately, the XP is not as good as I thought it would be. I mean, granted they're blue, but you'd think they were light blue, not dark blue. So I think I'm gonna go head over to another part and then call it a night. Super Jawa said head into bed, have a great stream, and night all. Have a good night, man. I'm not too far behind you. Again, like I said at the beginning of the stream, this was going to be a pretty chill, laid-back stream. I've been a lot more quiet compared to the way I was yesterday. But I think it was a good way of ending the playtest for me. Not going too hard. But be safe, Super Jawa. If we don't speak, Happy New Year's to you. Thank you for being here. Maybe Nashira camp would actually be better. There's the Nashira camp, I think, right over here or over there. Sorry, I meant to mute that. My bad. Nice, that was a pristine crocodile. What do you call it? Pristine crocodile hide. Those sell for some pretty good loot. At least last time I checked. Sorry, normally, even at a camp like this, I'd be a lot more talkative, but like I said, my brain is just, like, what do you call it? My social battery is like on 0. So, alright, this will be the last mob. And after this, I'm gonna gate back to the city. I'm gonna say my farewells and say my thank yous. And we're gonna see each other on the flip side at the next playtest. I do plan on doing some fun stuff outside of Monsters and Memories. But those things may or may not happen. I do hope that I can have a playtest for Atralan Online. Hopefully they decide to have one soon. I do want to try Ashes of Creation, so even if somebody is not into Ashes of Creation, I plan on playing it the same way as I would play EverQuest, right? So basically just doing exploring and, you know, taking it slow and blah, 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 blah. So that's going to be in the near future. But yeah, overall, I'm just super glad that I was able to make it to this playtest. I mean, it was a 50-50 shot of whether or not I was even going to make it to this playtest. So I'm grateful I was able to do this. I'm grateful that you guys hung out with me. It honestly is a blessing. And couldn't be more grateful for the community. You guys are the reason I keep coming back because, you know, I mean, I would continue doing this even if there was no one here. Just for the sake of like recording my journey and experience and, you know, just so I can have memories for later. But the fact that all you guys come out and hang out and chat, give your input, ask your questions, teach me things, like, means the world. You know what I mean? You guys make this so much more fun than I ever thought I'd be having fun. And you know, it encourages me not only to, obviously, to keep coming back because hanging out with you guys is fun, but it also encourages me to get more creative, you know, with like production value is super important to me. I really want to make the stream as good as possible. I recently changed some things in OBS to make everything like a little sharper and better. So hopefully on your end, you guys are seeing that increase in quality or whatnot. But most importantly, I truly think I have the best community on YouTube. And actually, there's a reason I'm not on Twitch. It's because I was targeting a specific community, and I feel like that's what I got. Not that it matters. Like, at the end of the day, if I don't like somebody, I'll just ban them. As you should too. You know what I mean? Like, imagine being in real life and you're talking to somebody and they're rude. It's like, you're not going to talk to them, right? You're going to walk away. It's the same thing. You're banning them basically, right? All of you guys are genuine, real human beings. I look at you guys as individuals. I look at you as people, as friends, as colleagues, as, you know, just normal people. I don't know why I say colleagues. You know what I mean? Just friends. So, you know, I get a lot of value out of all of you. So don't ever feel like, you know, just talking is cool. So I appreciate you guys. Classic EverQuest said, oh, Hebelo said that's okay, no problem. I'm about to head out myself shortly. Classic EverQuest said, see you later, man. Nice to catch up, catch the streams. Missed the last one due to early work schedule. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you too, brother, and thank you for everything. Both for your content and for hanging out tonight. It was a sweet, sweet treat for you to be here. Hillabo said, same here. It's great to hang out and chat while exploring and seeing new things with other folks, indeed. And it is also nice here with you. You're very chill to listen to and fun to interact with. Well, I appreciate it. I can't say I agree with the fun part, but to each his own. I try. I try not. Well, let's just say I try not to be boring. You know, my idea is, you know, if I can have a constant talk for like 4 hours straight, that's a win. And so you're right about one thing. I definitely try to keep the silence as to a minimum, but today was like you can hear it in my voice. Like there's like my brain is just exhausted. So like I have to like force my brain to work overtime just for anything to come out of my brain, like an intelligible thought or something. Yesterday was better. Yesterday was good. Yesterday I could keep talking and talking and talking. So, but no, yeah, it's been great. I'm gonna actually go to the harbor and log out here. We're not here trying to get burnt peanut interactions in M&M. Let's ride. Goop, 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 goop. Yeah. I'll try to keep the burnt peanut interactions to a minimum, but sometimes you just gotta goop. Dude, burnt peanut came out of nowhere, and you know, I don't watch streamers like at all. Like, I'll watch some of the people I like Classic EverQuest, and I checked out Slam, and then obviously I watch the devs at Monsters and Memories. But besides that, like, I've never been like a Twitch watcher. I've never been like a streamer watcher or nothing like that. I did play Arc Raiders, so when I saw his stream on Arc Raiders, I was like, I want to check this out. But it was the most entertaining thing. I must have, like, I literally, on multiple occasions, I sat through 4-hour streams watching him and listening to him, and he had me rolling. Like, that dude is like a natural when it comes to, he's crude, he's totally vulgar, disrespectful, and, you know, normally I wouldn't watch that kind of content, but his delivery is just, his comedic delivery and timing is so perfect. So anyway, I don't know how I got off on that, but it's freaking hilarious. But I haven't watched him in like more than a week, but I still get like his shorts popping up, and when I watch his shorts, it makes me want to be like, dang, I need to go watch a stream, dude. That he definitely keeps me laughing. But anyways, Hilabos, he's so funny. I stumbled across him because I was looking up Arc Raiders videos when I played the short playtest before launch. Yeah, oh, dude, Arc Raiders is amazing. I really like Arc Raiders. I haven't played it in about a week and a half, but before that I was playing it every single day. Because here's the thing, like, I don't game normally. I don't play video games. And I want to play EverQuest Quorum. I haven't had time. But you can log in for like 20-30 minutes and do a session at Arc Raiders and have a blast. And that's what I was doing. Of course, it didn't last 30 minutes. It was more like 2-hour sessions. So, but it was kind of like relaxing or whatever. So I did that, and I only recently stopped playing just because I got the itch of like, what's the point? Which is kind of like the common mentality I have with video games. After a while, I get the feeling like, why am I doing this? You know? But I got my fun out of Arc Raiders. I think I have like 60 to 80 hours, so I think that's enough for me. And that's one of the reasons why I play MMOs, because as long as it's a living, breathing world like this, I never get that conviction of, what am I doing with my life? Why am I playing this video game? Because it feels like you're building something and a community. So you can chalk it up to being like, I'm meeting people in a virtual space where we're building, a virtual character who I can identify with, and role play that person, what elf, druid, whatever, rogue, ranger. When they gamify MMOs too much and it feels too much like a game, that's when I can't play the MMO. And I'm like, I'm literally wasting my life playing this MMO, trying to see number go up, trying to get all the quests completed so I can get like achievement of 100% quests. Like, that's not how I play. If I play, it needs to be so that by the end of the session, it's almost like therapy. You know what I mean? I feel accomplished. I feel like I did something to progress my character, which today, we got a fire beetle eye. We took a trip on a ship, and we got to explore the world. I got to meet Hilabos in person. And overall, I mean, we just went on an adventure, right? So we turned nothing into something. And for that, I'll be back on the next one. I appreciate you guys. As you can see, I need to close my eyes and go to sleep because I don't even know what the heck I'm saying right now. I'm mumbling, and enough is enough. So let me just say this before I go. Oh, man, that hot sauce is super spicy. Classic I request. I appreciate you, Hillabos. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Super Jawa. Thank you for being here. Private 9207. Big pleasure. Slam. Appreciate you hanging out. Super Chanelli. Thank you for chiming in, and I don't know if it's your first time chatting, but I appreciate you being here. Razman99, good to see you. My name is Ernie. Hello, hello. Dan, thanks for hanging out, brother. Always a pleasure to have you here. Atari, you're the man as always. Appreciate all of you. If I missed any of you, I wasn't intentional, but truly appreciate everyone in the chat. Truly appreciate all of you guys hanging out, and I hope to see you on the next playtest. Getting closer and closer to early access. So have a good night. Be well. Peace out. Hillabo said, yeah, man, you're like half out of it. Oh yeah, 100%. I'm gonna do like 2 more things. I'm gonna finish my nachos after I get off here, and then I'm out. So hopefully I can leave you with some good eye candy here. All right, be well, guys. Peace out. By the way, does this look familiar to you guys? Look.
Welcome, traveler.
You like that? Now you know where I got the B-roll footage from.
Welcome.
Alright, that's enough of that. Yeah, might as well soak up some more B-roll before bed.